I'm going live on my stuff.
Check
So.
this out. To calm you down, I canceled everything. Unlimited time as long as you want because hold on, let me put you on the screen first.
What, mom? Oh, my mom is like watching your stream. She's like, your screen is black.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
My mom is in here.
Hi, Mom. Okay.
Somebody says, who is this Jew? Guys, I'm not Jewish, bro.
Where do you stream?
I stream like YouTube, Rumble. Tristan Tate told me when I reach 100K on Rumble, he'll come on my podcast. So I'm kind of on the grind. Did you see that clip of Sneeko telling me that I'm like never going to get there?
Well, no. Why would he say that?
I don't know. He's like, they're not going to get 100K for the next like decade. What, Mom?
100K is hard, but it's not impossible.
No, him and Sunny Fast were like, yeah, no, like that's not going to happen. He's like, that's 8 million on YouTube, basically.
What are you at right now?
I'm at like 1.4K. But yeah, no, that was crazy. Like Sneeko, basically, he said like on stream, like you're not gonna get there. But I think he's just trying to motivate me. But at the same time, well, yeah, that's basically all I took it as, just like motivation. Like I'm just gonna keep doing big things.
Why don't you just bought your shit and prove them wrong?
Yeah, well, then I'll be at like 100K with like no viewers. I'll be at 100K with like 10 viewers.
How long you been doing this?
Like 4 years, since 2020. I had like a big baseball thing coming up, but it got canceled because of COVID. So then I'm like, yo, I have nothing to do. I'm just gonna do YouTube. I started doing like videos on my roof, like shit like that, reviewing shoes, like reviewing my Yeezys. And then like, do you know what the Freedom Convoy is?
Oh, that sounds so familiar.
Yeah, with the truckers that went to Ottawa because of like the vaccine mandates and stuff.
Oh yeah, you're Canadian.
Yeah. I live in Victoria, BC, so I'm like one ferry ride away from you. You're in Vancouver, right?
Yeah, but wait. How old are you?
I just turned 17, like on the 14th.
This is wait. Okay, because my people didn't tell me you're 17.
Yeah, I'm 17.
Tyson, I can't be here. I can't be here with you.
Dude, I did a podcast with Sneeko. I did one with Sneeko. It's chill. You'll be fine.
How did you have Jordan Peterson's wife on if you're just 17?
I just sent her a DM. I'm like, hey, like this would be a beautiful podcast if I could just like JQ you really quick for the clip.
And then, no way you said that.
She's like, yeah, let's do it.
What? You didn't?
No, she's great though. I kind of feel bad for like doing that because like it kind of put her on the spot and it like went really viral.
Oh,
but I don't know.
You did JQ her.
Yes, sir.
Why did you do that?
Well, people in my chat were saying JQ, so I'm like, why not? This would be a good clip, and then went crazy.
Wait a minute. She said, so I could have potentially had Jordan Peterson's wife on because she doesn't watch this stuff. She doesn't.
Yeah.
She won't even know that he blocked me.
Wait, Jordan Peterson blocked you?
Yeah, I went too hard on him,
bro. Wow, that's fucked. That's well. She said when Jordan Peterson comes to Vancouver, I'll get free tickets. Why is my webcam like fucking up? But yeah, I'll get free tickets. She said when Jordan comes to Vancouver.
You gotta bring me if you want that 100,000 followers, bro.
Bro, pull up, bro. 100%. Dude,
you know what we can do?
IRL Jordan Peterson.
I can JQ Jordan Peterson, and you can get up on the stand and turn around and be like, "Shut the fuck up," and I'll be like, "Whoa, calm down, bro.
Bro, I have
calm down, bro."
Dude, that'd be beautiful. That'll be a clip for sure. That'll break the entire internet.
Tyson, I want to apologize. This is not my nature. I never apologize to people for anything. But how many times have I canceled on you?
Oh, so much, bro. Like I kept telling my friends, like, I got Zherka coming on. Everybody gets fucking hype. My Albanian friend loves you too. Show it to my Albanian friend, the realest kid that I know. Dude, Albanians are like the realest group of people. Like I met this kid 3 months ago. Swear to God, this is like the realest kid that I've ever met. He's a big supporter. I think he's watching right now, so show it to him. W Albania.
Oh, W.
Now
Albania on top.
How do you do it again? I'm fucking it up right now.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now Albania what's crazy is you were in the only interview that I canceled for because I remember always talking in the DMs I was at airports. So you were the only one that I canceled, not for something better, but it was always because I would check your DM when it was like the wrong time. So it was like the worst luck. But I remember when I said I'll go on your shit is when you had very low followers, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that was like a year ago.
Yeah, I wanted to prove, because I've been on smaller casts, and I'm like, I prove to people, I'm like, I don't care your size. You know, I help the community out, especially if they're good to me. But now you're big. Now you're a big timer.
Dude, now I am, bro. God willing, bro. Praise Jesus, bro. Like, I'm really on the come up, really doing big things. Got that Sneeko podcast like a year ago that really got my momentum. Did Gideon, Ryan Dawson. I mean, I know that you guys don't like each other. I don't know. He's all right. I like him. He's a decent guy. Like, I don't agree with all the shit that he says about like you guys, of course, but I did that. Who else have I done? Jordan Peterson's wife, and now you. Like, this is probably the biggest one, low key. This is the biggest one I've done.
No, Sneeko's bigger. Sneeko's the biggest.
No, you're bigger, bro. You're bigger. No, I love Sneeko though. I don't even care that he said I'll never reach 100K, bro. I think he's one of the realest streamers out there for sure. Like you and Sneeko take the cake.
Here's what I'm wondering: why Rumble if you do have a YouTube, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So because it's more traction on Rumble, right?
Yeah, and then Tristan Tate hates YouTube, so it's like, yo, you need 100K on Rumble before I do it.
Dude, why is everyone saying this to you? I don't get it. Like, are they just trying to crush your hopes and dreams? Because if we look at it, technically you are bigger than me and Sneeko because you had Sneeko, Peterson's wife, all these people on at 17. When we were 17, we were bums. So by the time you're 25 or 30, you're going to be massive and make us look retarded.
God willing, bro. Like, dude, when I get to the top, though, like, we're going to collab, obviously. Like, I never forget anybody. But I think it is good to have this head start. Because, like, I mean, Sneeko started when he's really young, too, I think. But
how did Sneeko respond to you? You just sent an email?
Yeah, I know. He was doing a creativity kit call in his Discord. I'm like, yo, like, I really want to talk to you, do a podcast. I had a vision board, and that was, like, my biggest goal was to interview Sneeko. And it was, like, $2,500 for, like, the manager fee. So I'm like, yo, like, it's my biggest goal to do this. Like, I'd absolutely love to interview you. I was expecting he'd be like, yeah, bro, like, we'll do it in, like, a week, if he even said yes. But he's like, he dropped everything he's doing. He's like, yo, like, let's do it right now. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, my heart was racing. You can ask my dad. I was, like, scrambling, trying to, like, write down questions and stuff. Like, my hand was shaking. But, dude, after that, I swear I got the biggest, like, confidence just buff in life. Because I was so scared to do that, and I did it anyways. And then, like, I just remember going to the gym after that. Just, like, feeling like the king of the city.
Now, you could potentially take 5 years off, and you're still ahead of everyone who started this content game. Because you have the history now.
Mm-hmm. What advice would you give to me, though, like, doing what I'm doing? Because, like, obviously you're a good person to ask. Like, you've been in this spot before. Like, what do you think is the best thing I could do?
If I was your age, the best thing you could do is the thing that I wish I did was make it a rule that I only stay around streamers. Even if they're small, if they're grinding and stuff, anyone who's if you're a bodybuilder, stay with bodybuilders. If you're a artist, stay around artists. Because why you stay around them is you get the new levels of awareness when they beat you in something. When they do a better podcast than you go, oh, so that's how they did it. But if you stay with your friends because you have a big heart, you know how society like loves to say, you know, don't ditch your friends, stay with your friends. Dude, your friends are going to ditch you. They always did. Like, look at people don't stay with their high school friends. So at your age, everyone you're around will ditch you. And it's not a bad thing. It's just people have different mountains. You have the podcast mountain that has $100 million at the end of it or at the top. And that's Spotify deal like Joe Rogan. So you've got until 55. When did Joe Rogan do a chat? 45 years old? You already met without having any connections. You already met these people. And let me tell you guys, if I'm not glazing, he's in literally the hardest place to do content creation, a place called Victoria, where it's so disconnected from everything. It's, you know, Canada is bad, right? Or outside of Canada for this stuff, but you're doing it.
Yes, sir, bro. Yeah, you can't have excuses. Like, you can't be like, oh, I'm from Victoria now, I'm not going to do shit. You know, you just got to get the fuck up and make things happen, you know? But, dude, you're pumping my ego up too much, but I appreciate it all. For real.
No, you know why? It's because I had all the shitty jobs, which is probably a good thing too. There's like some good stuff about that. But I wish I started at 25 or 6. So I was late.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a job right now. I mean, I like it, but it's like...
You have a job? Like, don't you get donations and stuff?
Not really, bro. Nobody donates to me. I'm not going to lie. Like, people used to. When I was streaming the Freedom Convoy, I got like hella... one day I made like $1,000 in 3 hours, which like I was 15 at the age, so I was like... But nowadays, I don't know. It's almost like karma's came back. It's like you made all that money then. Now, like nobody's gonna donate.
What's the job now?
I don't want to leak too much. I will work at a grocery store, like in a meat department, and like I like it, but like I like working hard, but I have to like clean up meat off the ground, take out the compost. Like I hurt my back last time because it's like so heavy. It's hard work for sure, but like I don't know. I think it's good. It's just gonna shape my character. Because if I just like get rich and like famous, like streaming, then I'm gonna turn into like a Jack Doherty. That kid's kind of a. I'm on YouTube, but like that kid's an interesting one for sure. But I don't think there's really much like substance to his character. So.
Anytime someone says Jack Doherty, I think of the clip with the car and shit.
Bro.
Yeah, we were so close.
Dude, what's wrong with that kid though? Like, what do you think is the psychology? Because I know you talk about like psychology and Carl Jung and stuff. What do you think is like going on inside of Jack Doherty's brain? Like, do you think his dopamine receptors are just like fried?
Yeah, I don't want to do like an attack on him because I feel like the internet doesn't fuck with him. That's why he paid $200,000 for that baby collab and stuff. But I've talked to Jack Doherty privately when he's like trying to calm down. And look, in this industry, I was late. I didn't even know what the popular thing that everyone was taking was Adderall. And I saw it at the TwitchCon. I'm like, whoa, everyone's on it. And I'm from nightclub life. So there's way different recipes there, right? To ruin your life. And yeah, so basically one of those pills that destroys your life is like, let's say 35 milligrams, the orange one, and it just changes who you are. Maybe the productivity goes up, maybe for a lot of people, but it does, have some negative effects too, a lot of negative effects. And so 35 will keep you wired for 2 days for most people, awake for 2 days. But Jack Doherty, I remember thinking, is this a prank he's doing on me? And then when he did it like 10 times in a row, I was shocked. He would take 35 milligram, 35 milligram, 35 milligram, and throw them down the fucking pipe.
Oh my God.
In his small little body, because I'm comparing it to like my bigger size, I'm like, how the fuck? And he's always like tense and anxious and like pretty much a meth head, right? One makes you feel like an edgy meth head, let alone 3. And then he doesn't stop. He'll do like 10 days in a row until he needs to sleep. So that's what I think his.
Oh my God.
That's where I think most of the evil in Doherty is because of that. I think if he wasn't on it, he would be way more relaxed. But the kid is, wow, he's been doing it for years. So I think it's that.
That's so sad. Like, what do his parents think about that? Like, do they know that he's like basically a drug addict? That's insane, though.
Yeah, that's the weird thing is that he's not as close to his parents as like a normal kid. It feels like he popped off, got away from the home, and now he tries to like, buy their attention a bit. But the family is, because one of his brothers was like a meth head. Like he comes from like a disturbed home, I guess. But the parents the parents love me. They even like the pedo jokes. They're the best parents ever. And because I still remember. Anyways, we're not going to repeat this, but what I'm trying to say is Doherty is on shit. That's why he's not that bad of a kid when he's just regular. But I rarely ever got to see him regular, and yeah, he's crashing and burning in real time.
Yeah. Do you think there's like a psychological reason for like why he needs to do this? Because I know you talk like I love your streams like when you're in your room. That's my favorite content from you is just like talking about Carl Jung, talking about just like breaking down the psychology and like what's like actually going on. Why do people do certain things? Like maybe some shit happened to them when they're like 5 years old and now they're like on a conquest to like conquer the world because they're trying to like avenge what happened in their past. Like, what do you think? Have you noticed anything with Jack? Like, obviously, I don't want you to expose him on here, but.
Yeah, no, I don't mind. He exposes me. Jack, first of all, I don't want to just say Jack. Every human is fighting whatever happened to them as a kid. And every human is a fragmented version of what happened to them as a kid, even if it wasn't that deep. Even if they just fell off a playground and it just scarred them differently than someone else. So everyone's in that boat. But I still remember when Doherty said to me, I was giving a speech. I was giving one of these spiels I give on the stream to my guys that were in the chat. And I was talking about how rich people kill themselves.
Yeah.
And I got interrupted by one e-girl. I forgot, was it Claire or whoever? And I just stopped talking about it. And then everyone kind of walked away and stuff like that. And the cameras were like on other people and everyone was distracted. And Doherty was just staring at me. And he goes, He's never done this before. He just taps me, Zherka, finish it. I was like, what? And he's like, finish what you were going to say. Why would a rich man kill themselves? And I never finished it because I remember looking at him and I'm like, oh, damn, he really has it all. And he's still, not that he's suicidal, but he has that meaningless, hollow feeling, right? And I never answered it, because I didn't want to complicate it more, right? I said, don't think about that.
Bro. I kind of feel bad for the kid. Like, I'd rather just, like, have to work for it and, like, grind and, like, get shit on, like, a whole bunch than just, like, blow up. Like, how did he even blow up? I saw he was doing, like, marker flips or some, like, shit like that.
I don't know, but he apparently was that same kid in the first few episodes of Impulsive. And the one compliment I'll give Doherty is he's the only influencer that actually has, how they all talk about having money so they can, I don't know what, they can look cool or whatever. Yeah. He's the only influencer who talks about having money, but he actually has a lot. He's not one. I know he rents his cars and stuff, but he's a smart businessman. He's really selfish, intelligent. A part of intelligence is selfish, where you don't let the e-girls take too much, right?
Yeah.
Or destroy you. He's really intelligent for that kind of stuff. But I don't think you'll be like Doherty because you grew up with parents in the home and you're a lot different, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if I ever end up like Doherty, bro, like everybody will know. Everybody will clip this and come back to this and then send it to me and I'll have like a mental breakdown. I'll be like, oh, fuck.
You're in for something bad to happen because it's inevitable, but you can control the magnitude of how bad. Let's say you pop off this year and get 1 million followers. Within 1 year, you'll be crashing out because it's not just Fuzi. If you notice, name one YouTuber who's had big success and didn't start fumbling after.
Yeah.
I think with the exception of Kai. I don't think Kai has ever messed up.
Maybe Mr. Beast too. He's kind of like, he's growing like consistently.
Yeah, I think they're too big to fail now.
Yeah, they are. I think you get to that point too where you're kind of like too big to fail. Like, even if you like fall off like crazy, like you still have like a dedicated like cult. Like, it's kind of just like building a cult following.
Yeah, no. When you get too big to fail, what happens is when you do fail, it's not a money thing. It's not a business thing. It's not even a network thing. It's always a mental health thing. Have you noticed that? So which is the worst one? Because that means you have the Ferrari at home, but you can't feel the Ferrari because you're just losing it.
Yeah, I know, bro. Oh my god, I know somebody.
No, you don't. You don't have a Ferrari, Tyson.
I can understand that. Oh fuck, my thing just keeps frozen. Oh my god, bro, my webcam is tweaking. But I know somebody who has like 600,000 subs on YouTube. He got like a big shout out when he was like 11 years old. Like I used to like kind of envy this guy. I'm like, yo, I wish I had that. And like he completely like fell off. He told me like it was just like too overwhelming. Like he was like 9. I think he was like 9 or 10, bro. I'm not sure if you like know like Ninja and like all those like big Fortnite streamers.
I love Mixer Ninja.
Yeah.
I love Ninja.
Yeah. So he was like streaming with like Courage and like Ninja and all them. I don't want to like leak him though, but like he kind of just like stopped doing it because like it was overwhelming. And I completely understand that, bro. Like if you're 9 years old, all that's happening, like I'd probably be overwhelmed too. So that makes sense what you're saying.
The good thing about popping off and having like that guy 600,000 followers is you can fall off for a long time and always come back. But if you don't have the 600, you are fucked. You got to, you are screwed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been trying to get him to come back too, but I don't know. He just like, I don't think he wants to stream. Like he just says he's burnt out with it. But I don't know. It's an interesting case.
Look at Gideon. He got burnt out and went to church or a synagogue.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's see what I cooked up some questions. Let's see if there's anything like good that I have for you. I want to ask you. Okay, this is a good question. What event in your life do you think changed you the most?
Yeah, I could give a deep answer, but you know how I talk about all that psychology stuff? It wouldn't make sense with what I say, so I'll give the correct answer. It's kind of hard to explain, but I'm a refugee from war. And do you know how like all these images, war images get stored back there? They get blurry, like things that happened to you. Maybe you fell off a playground and that traumatized you. Some kids, it's like what's happening in Gaza. I'm a refugee from war. And I still remember my brother was a therapist. He said, that's why you always think you're at war. Like if you notice my whole come up, everything is just war, yelling, screaming, all that. And which kind of hurt when I heard that because I'm like, oh, wow. So what? You either heal the 5-year-old child or that the 5-year-old child becomes a career, a creative expression. Like they don't. People assume that your 5-year-old self disappears, but no. If he got hurt and fragmented, you have to go back and save him at any age. It's not going to make sense to you right now, but in 10 years it'll make more sense. And so I think that explains it best. Definitely the war shaped my everything, even relationships, how much I argue with friends, girlfriend, whatever the fuck. It has to be that. Yeah, 100%.
100%, bro.
But I don't like talking about it because I feel like people who talk about that is like trying to farm sympathy. I can't talk about it when I have a good life,
Exactly, yeah. It's almost like God kind of compensated for that. Like you went through all that, and then now, like, you got a great life. In a sense, like, I don't know, I could be wrong on that, but I feel like God kind of gives like his hardest battles to like the strongest people. Yeah. And then like if you can make it through that, then you get blessed. But a lot of people fold. Like a lot of people, God thinks maybe they're the strongest, and then they like fold under the pressure. So I don't know. I don't know shit, bro. I feel enlightened, but like
you will know. You will know. You're ahead of the game. You as soon as you leave this room and the real world starts in like a couple years for you, or you will know, and you can't avoid it. Like that chaos in the world is going to shape and form you, and the people who shy away from it, stay in their rooms. They don't actually run from it. The chaos comes and finds them in their own rooms.
Yeah.
But I recommend everyone go on their hero's journey, as early as they can, in a strategic way, because if you hit the dragon first, it's kind of like a winning battle, It still sucks, but it's a winning battle. If you let it come find you in your room when you're depressed, you're starting way back there. And in life, you always have to be up, right? It's always momentum. And people hate to go for momentum when they're depressed, but that's the only time it matters.
100%, bro. Do you have any regrets like throughout your career?
Yeah. I mean, not really, because I'm here because of all of it, but I do feel I could have been here when I was 25. Because by 23, you are who you are. Well, especially for me, which is kind of late, because in ancient times, by 16, you would become who you became, and then that you would be that person for the next 15 years. But now it's changed a bit. Now it's like 23. For the people who run away from their parents early, they're way more successful, but a lot more cold, and they do it at like 20. For me, it was 23. But if I could, I wouldn't change anything because I don't want to upset the matrix and teleport somewhere else. But the strongest mindset I've ever had was actually the last couple of years, where I looked into kind of like that Eastern stuff that we thinking types in the West don't think about, is those Taoists, those meditative guys, and really their philosophy was in Christianity before it kind of got fragmented. And it really is the philosophy of everything eventually is going to be all right. Not because the situations are going to be good, not because it's going to get easier. That's a lie. But you're going to love your new armor. You're going to be a stronger character. So the situation might be horrific, and you might get through it into a bad situation, an okay one, neutral one, and then another bad one. But the point is, it's durable when you're strong. Now, if you get hard times with some good times after, but you're weak, you're terrified during the good times because you're waiting. What's going to happen? Something bad is going to come. So you can't even enjoy the good times. So that's why people are like, how come it's not hard times into good times? It's hard times into strong times? That makes no sense, Zherka. When do we get a break? And I go, you wouldn't be able to enjoy the break if your shell didn't harden, if you didn't get stronger. You get it? So this stuff makes a lot more sense.
100%. I think that's why people resonate with you so much, is like you say stuff that actually helps people. Like most streamers are just like pure entertainment, and you have to have entertainment too. Like you're a funny guy, of course, but like you need to have that value where like people are actually like getting something from it. Needles, thank you for the $1 dono. Says W interview. Good shit, Tyson. I appreciate you. I had Needles on my podcast too.
Hey, I know Needles. Shout out Needles.
Yes, sir, bro. Dude, Needles is a G, bro. I love that guy. He's I believe he's like still working with Sneeko. So
you're tapped in. You're in the group chats. You could contact Sneeko right now.
I could, but he'd probably leave me on red. Like he's only replied like a couple times, but I don't know. I love Sneeko. What do you like? What's your relationship with Sneeko right now? Like, I'm pretty sure you guys are still cool. Actually, I want to ask you this too. What do you think about him like leaving Rumble and going to Kick?
Yeah, I've been pushing him into this for like weeks and weeks and weeks, right?
Yeah.
I was even being annoying about it, but I really think Rumble holds Sneeko back because people don't understand that entertainment broadcasts are an experience of energy. People click on the streamer to absorb their energy, Kai's energy, the energy that they want to emulate, right? That's why it's called entertainment, because you're entering something. And when Rumble doesn't fix that slow chat bug, because the chat isn't that slow. If the chat moved like the Kick thing, the energy would be there. Sneeko would try even more, try harder, and all that. The chat would be better. Everyone would do better. But when Rumble doesn't give a fuck about these features, these are huge. People are like, why do you always talk about that chat feature? It's huge. It's, bro, Rumble could offer me like so much. Well, not, they could offer me a bit of money. And I would still, for free, go live on Kick right now because I've got my other businesses and stuff. I'd still rather do the Kick thing just for the chat speed. If the chat speed was the same, like they've wanted for years, it wouldn't make a difference for me, right? It would be the same viewer count for me.
Why do you think Rumble like has so many issues still? Like, I think it's a great platform, but like obviously they have like a lot. Like, I even saw Sneeko yesterday, his first stream. His chat was like going so fast, bro. Like, I'd type a message and just be gone in like an instant. Whereas like Rumble, I feel like on Rumble is like it was better to network with the streamer because you'd actually like see your messages. That's why I don't like Kick. It's like you can't really, there's no like interaction with the streamer because like they can't read all of that chat. So I don't know. They gotta fix their shit for sure though. Do you think you're gonna get unbanned on Kick? I mean, like if Kick is smart, like they'll unban you. But I don't know. What do you think about all
that? I've been saying for the longest time, no. I think it'll happen like way, way, way late. Like we shouldn't. I don't even like to talk about it because I'm like, for my situation, anytime I go through a situation where I put myself in Kick's shoes, it's not that if they knew the whole thing, they would unban me. It would be more fair like that. But if I was in Kick's shoes, I'd be like, this Zherka guy is giving me a headache. I don't want to look into it. Just tell him to shut the fuck up. That's what I would do if I was Kick. I'm just being honest. That's why I feel like I can't say, yo, unban me now. It's unfair. But for the chatters who know the situation, Twitter and all these chats, for them, I say unban me. Because I want my chat to think that I'm still trying for that.
100%, bro. I also want to ask you, I guess, about like the numerology. Like on the stream, I can kind of feel that like you're a natural streaming. Like I'm really getting like the 3 energy, kind of like the 5 energy.
You're a numerologist.
I mean, I'm born on the 14th, and like everything about like the number 5, like I feel kind of resonates. So I don't want to like do some like satanic like number stuff, but like you're like, what was it? Like Gary said, like 23rd. Like I can definitely feel the energy coming through the screen. So like, what do you think about all that?
Yeah, I would say, do you have strong urges to travel like most guys?
I want to get out of the city, bro. I feel like the only thing that's keeping me down is this city. Like I want to go to Miami. So yeah, 100%, bro.
Yeah. For the numbers stuff, I mean, what other numbers do you have? What day are you born?
14th. And then 14th of October.
Total? Do you know your total?
Total's a 6, which I'm not really sure. I mean, like I definitely love my family, but I don't think I'd be like a family guy. But
you can't see yourself get married? Like 6 is one marriage?
Well, I can see myself getting married, but I don't think that's like my sole purpose on. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm too young to like really think. Maybe ambition is like clouding my mind. Maybe that is what I really want. Well, maybe I don't even know, but
because your mom is watching this podcast, I gotta give you. You're 17. I gotta give you good advice.
Yeah.
Just get someone pregnant right now.
Get someone pregnant right now? My mom's probably like, who is this guy? My mom's going to come into the room any second now and shut this off.
Yeah. No, but honestly, 100% you're right. Career. No matter what number you have, career first. Career is the castle. Then women love to come to the castle, right? Then you can pick a woman that even your mom likes, which is the hardest. That's harder than making 100,000 followers.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, this is like already a great podcast. Like
we're here 10-hour stream, baby. 10-hour stream.
Bro, let's do it. My back's gonna sore on this chair, but I don't even care. But I'll start standing if I have to. I'm free all night too. I mean, the sauna closes at 10, but I don't know. We still got some time. I gotta get my sauna session in though with the other half naked.
Dude, you gotta get into beer.
Beer?
No.
Oh my goodness. Let's read some chat, 'cause, like, this is gonna be funny. Alex started laughing earlier about the chat. Is this live? Yes, this is live. I thought he was getting a haircut, but it's just his shirt. Talking about your shirt, I guess. Nice one. You guys are insane in here. Let's see.
I just got that.
Yeah.
Yo, you're not funny, bro. Who is that?
Somebody in my chat. Let's see. What's his name? I'll give him a little shout out on stream. I can't find his comment now. Oh, Big Monkey, of course. Of course his name's Big Monkey.
What does that mean?
Your chat is also funny too. Let's see. I don't know. Everybody in the chat. I appreciate it. Bro, this is like the most viewers I've ever streamed from. You got like 1.8K right now. Zherka being interviewed by a child. Brother. All right, let's see what else I have. Oh yeah, I want to ask you about like Aiden Ross too. Like, what's your? I know you guys like enemy signs and shit, but like, have you sorted it out, or do you guys have like a? Are you guys like on good terms?
Yeah, I don't hate anyone. I just think Aiden. I've been saying this for like a year and a half. I think what Aiden, the smartest thing he can do is like give Cheezer and those guys money, whatever, but keep them away and let Sneeko do the streams. Sneeko loves streaming. He's good at being right there. He should just give all power to Sneeko.
Yeah, I agree. I think Aiden's good though, but at the same time, like I think just like let Sneeko carry as well. But I think this is a good move for Sneeko being on kick. Like, of course, I'm sad to see him go. But
someone said you gotta let this kid go to sleep.
I gotta go to the sauna before I go to sleep, bro. I gotta sweat with those other naked men.
It's 7 p.m. It's only 7, guys.
Yeah. You're in Vancouver right now, aren't you? I don't want to like dox you, but I think you are, right? So yes, we're on the same time zone. Hell yeah. What was I about to ask you? Oh yeah. So I've been seeing you been getting into it with the pug or with Fresh. I wasn't supposed to say that. What's that like with the beef? Like, were you guys on terms? I said I was gonna be unbiased today when I spoke to Fresh about our podcast. I'm like, I'm gonna play both sides. I love Fresh. Like no
really
feelings, but
what do you love?
Well, I love the Fresh and Fit podcast. And I like what they stand for. Maybe Fresh, like as an individual, I never met the guy. But what is the whole thing, the situation with you guys right now?
I don't like him. And
why is that?
For the same reason I didn't like him when I first met him. I mean, I was cordial, I was nice to him, but I'd make jokes with a bit of truth in him. I'd say Myron does everything. And there Fresh is collecting all the money and trying to take the girls and all that. So I feel like if you put Fresh on a lie detector test and you asked him, do you think you're stealing and leeching money from Myron? I think he'd score very high on deception as soon as he says, think about this.
Think about this. Yeah. Guys, why are you saying kill the pug in chat? Guys, calm down with that. Hey, whoa, you guys are inciting violence in the chat. Don't kill the pug. We love pugs. But no, Myron definitely does the leg work, I'd say. Like, Myron cooks every time, and then Fresh is kind of there, like you said, in the corner, just tempo this.
He's right there.
I don't want to, like, burn a bridge with Fresh, like I don't know him. I spoke to him on his Twitter space today.
Tyson, not to be crude, but you don't have boobies, you're never getting on the show. Fresh is never gonna have you on. You can be as rude as you want.
He might be gone by the time I'm like actually old enough to fly out to Miami. Maybe Myron will have me on.
Oh, you're turning 18 next week?
Question for Zherka from Needles. Do you think you'd be happier / fulfilled if you went down a different and simpler route in life and stayed away from social media? That's actually a good question there, Needles. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, that's a great question. And I actually think it would have been a better outcome for me if I didn't have all this. Because this is like giving it's like giving my kid brain everything he wants, right? Because I was in school and I was doing everything I could, and then I dropped out and then I tried to go back. But I was going to be a firefighter. So I was going to be a good person.
Wow, you're going to be a fighter. Wow.
Yeah. Well, I was entering in the infantry to build some kind of like work background that doesn't make me look bad, because in Canada it's actually very hard to become a firefighter and you need a bachelor's degree minimum, which is crazy. In the US, a retard can become are we allowed to swear here?
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, it's on YouTube, so don't say like faggot, but besides that, you'll be good.
Okay.
I mean, my mom's watching. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm done. That's the next month of my life.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think firefighter would have been a lot calmer of a life, but also it's like I like this cult-like feeling of having an army. This is better, but I don't think I've become a better person broadcasting because I could help so many young people out, for a hefty price. I could help them out, and then it seems like this world always brings me back in the drama. There's always something new.
100%, bro. I think God kind of called you on this path too. Like I think, like I said, like my favorite content from you is when you're like doing like your real talks in your room. Like I like all the other stuff too, like kind of like the entertainment. But I love the value content that you do, like just talking about like spirituality, the brain, psychology. Like that's where I get the most from you. I remember in Hawaii, like in the gym at like 1 a.m. I was like exhausted. My parents were asleep or on vacation. I was just like in the gym listening to you. That's when I first got into you. That's when I first like got into your content. Is listening to that in the Honolulu gym. That just like resonated with my soul. I can't remember what stream it was specific. It was like one of your old, like kind of like relatively older kick VODs, but I don't know. It was speaking to me, brother. It really was.
Appreciate that.
How did Zherka start streaming? That's a good question.
Okay, thank you, Amar. But I didn't actually start. I didn't even know. Like I thought live streaming was an Instagram live thing that you do for an hour or whatever. I didn't even know you could get paid from it because I was just the biggest normie, like away from this world. But I would get drunk and go on Omegle, and they would secretly record me, talent scouts for these Twitch shows, and they would leak what I'm saying to everyone on Omegle, and I would just calling people like fat bitch and just being an angry guy, and they thought it was really funny, and then they're like, hey, you should get on the show. There's like 15,000 viewers, called the Raj Patel Show. And then I still remember it was Spiritual Awakening. I'm like, this is my chance. And so I got discovered. I didn't even know you could make a channel and do all that. I'm sure I knew, but I didn't know how to do it myself. And which is weird because that was after my first prayer, and my prayer was to be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And I did get discovered. Like I popped off on the YouTube, the 500,000 views overnight thing. And then after that prayer, I freaked out and I wouldn't pray anymore. I'm like, I don't want to ask for anything else.
Yeah.
Like, holy, that was a little too quick within like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
It was on New Year's too, on a zodiac alignment on New Year's.
Yeah, wow. I remember seeing that clip of you saying that like you're like in the shower or whatever or something in your bathroom and you're praying that. And then like next week you pop off. Dude, I gotta try that. I got a $1 super chat, guys. All my donations are $1, and also I can't even get the money from Rumble because they won't like pay me. So if you're gonna do a $1 super chat, please do it on YouTube. But I appreciate it anyways. It's a thought that counts. Zherka,
someone give him $1.
Someone go donate $1 on my YouTube channel. I love you. When are you gonna date Pearly Things, Zherka? She's Catholic, and what would hold Zherka down?
Okay, first of all, me marrying Pearl would be the greatest thing for both of us because but I've met her boyfriend. He's a great guy, so I don't want to talk too much about this, but I'm just thinking of it from a world changing aspect where we would have a podcast, the Pearl Zherka Show, and it would be the highest rated podcast.
I think it would for sure. Let's see. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, here's a good question too. It's like, do you confuse Vancouver for China? Like, what do you think about the current state of Canada? Like, what do you think about Justin Trudeau? I think you've never been asked this on a podcast. Like, what do you think about Trudeau and like the Canadian government?
Yeah, dude, I've hated him since he was. Do you remember when moderates liked him and he was kind of popular? Yeah, I've hated him since then, and I didn't have a reason. I just didn't like the socks. I thought his movements were a little gay, a little strange to me. And so I've hated him since then. And then when I got a lot more political, when I had my, political awakenings are like spiritual too. You're going to go through a different one around 23, 20, or maybe 22 years old. But master builder. But yeah, I've always hated him. And that's why, I'd only talk about the US and people would be like, why do you glaze the US so hard? Why don't you just go live there if you love it so much? And I went to live there for 2 weeks and then my dreams came true. In 2 weeks, the American dream. So I was like, damn, I was right. That there's, not just humans, countries have a soul too, and the American spirit it's life changing when you embrace it as a patriot. And you could be from anywhere and embrace it, really, right? All you have to say is America's the best. Every other country on earth is a shithole. But at your age, you shouldn't say that stuff.
Yeah. And I agree with you. I mean, I like Canada too. I think we just have some problems like with Justin Trudeau. Like he's got to be gone. Get rid of Trudeau. Get like Maxime Bernier, Pierre Poilievre in there. Clean up the streets. I think we have a beautiful country like Alberta. I'm not sure if you've ever been to, like Alberta, Calgary, and
I have. Canada is beautiful. Whistler is amazing. We have everything you want for nature, and something you are not going to experience for a while now is wait till you go to the US. As much as I love America, I don't know what happened. They are the ugliest people on earth. Like, have you been to Vancouver? Everyone's just good looking. Everyone's fit. Everyone's healthy. Even the drug addicts are healthy. Or healthy looking.
Well.
No, I'm talking about.
I know you're saying that.
I'm talking about when you look at these party kids. The party kids in college.
Yeah.
When you look at these party people in the U.S., they look like the guy who betrays Leonidas in 300. They look like when Americans look ugly, you can't even eat your lunch with them, and it's very hard to find. We're talking about white people. Canadians, white Canadians, they're just amazing people, right? They're amazing to look at. Americans, something changed, and they're very fat now. They're really, really obese.
Yeah,
talking about the whites too.
True. That's true. People are falling off a cliff, like especially in America. I think if Kamala wins too, like it's gonna be cooked. Like having a woman as president is really not a good idea. Like, Mom, I know you're watching, but we cannot have a female in charge of the country. That would be terrible. Yo, thank you for the $5 on YouTube. Thank you.
Kamala winning would be like fresh winning.
No, it would, bro. How does one collab with Zherka? I can't leak that, bro.
I remember Tyson, you said something nice in the comments, and then after you said the nice thing, you said, "Can you get on my podcast?" And I've done so many podcasts for smaller streamers, YouTubers. I even built up a lot of channels for years on Twitch. I don't know if you've seen those clips. I had my podcast days, and they all fell off. They all stopped trying. They're not like you, which kind of wasted my time, really, because they're supposed to pop off and help me too. But yeah, I'm telling you, you can find a million podcasts I've done just because someone wrote something nice in the comments. And because really, when I go on social media, it's my downtime. It's not my business time. It's not my money time. It's just it's like having a beer. It's my downtime. So it's the best time to reach me.
Yeah, no. Oh my gosh, I just looked at my Rumble, dude. I have almost 400 people watching on my Rumble. I have 100 people watching on my YouTube. This is by far the most I've ever had on Rumble too. So, dude, this is a Zherka aura. Like, I'll go live by myself, get 20 viewers, get the Zherka aura, and now it's like 400, bro. Like,
what did Sneeko get you?
I didn't stream it on Rumble because it wouldn't let me. I think not much, bro. I think I had like 40 on YouTube, maybe like 50 on YouTube. But like it got like 4,000 views afterwards, but not a lot like during. But 100 watching on YouTube right now. What advice would you give to like monetize on there? Because like if people aren't sending donations, like it's not really like easy to make money. If there's another 5. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But appreciate it, bro.
100%. The greatest advice influencers give is when they say, don't worry about money, worry about the views. And then you're going to get one email that says, oh, we'd like to sponsor this Raid Shadow Legends, or you get this sponsorship that gets you the taste, right? And then you start doing bigger views because you know how this shit works. It's not really about donations. Unless you're like living paycheck to paycheck, but that's not you. And to get views, it's usually controversial stuff either from your guest or you. And consistency, right? That's the only stuff that matters for this stuff. But the best thing for people like you is network. Where would you be without network? Nowhere. Where would I be if I didn't get discovered? So when I stopped chilling with club people and switched it for nerds, bro, nerds will get you paid. The people you meet on Xbox Live will give you opportunities for free that you don't get from your friends who just chill in PE class with you. So as bad as the internet is, being social on the internet is so much. If you're being social on the internet, you're being social with people who feel lonely, even if they have friends. It's that internet effect, it just makes you feel like you're stuck in this room. And so these lonely people, they literally lift each other up. But in the real world, where people think they're rock stars and they just have regular jobs, those people just smoke weed all day, waste their lives.
Yeah, it's all about networking. It's all about who you know. Like, it's not even like I'm the best talker or whatever. It's just the fact that I get cool people on my podcast. That's the only reason people watch. And I even see, like, when I do go live by myself, user way down, people watch me for, like, the interesting people that I could have and the interesting conversations. But here's a $5 super chat. What is holding Zherka back from appealing his Twitch and kick ban? He should bring back Yassine. He was a great manager.
True. Yassine's a great manager, but I just was not listening. I can't be managed. I mean, if I was managed, I would have like these podcasts that I do with you. I'd have like 30 lined up through email, but I don't give people my email anymore. I don't want none of that. And for Twitch, it wouldn't make sense right now because I'm on Rumble. So if you know how Rumble kind of makes you say some crazy words sometimes because it's years. It'd be the worst time to have a Twitch right now because I'll just mess that up. And maybe around Christmas I'll appeal. Yeah, for Twitch, but not right now. Right now, I've never been happier in my life. Everything's going perfect.
For sure. Yo, Needles, bro. Needles, bro. I appreciate that, man. $20 super chat. Keep chasing your dreams and following God. Anything and everything in your mind is possible. W stream. Yo, Needles, you're a real one, bro. I appreciate that, man. Needles is a G. I think Needles is out in Miami. Yeah, he was doing a lot of work with Sneeko. So, bro, good guy right there. Everybody follow that guy.
Yeah. I mean, if we can learn anything from Fresh, is showing up is half the battle.
this whole stream is just gonna be shots at Fresh. That's kind of true. Like, all he has to do is kind of just sit there and he gets paid. So he's gonna get paid.
Honestly, there'll be days where, or even weeks, months, where you'll be streaming there to low viewers, feeling like you're doing nothing, but the portal is open. I've had months of like just horrific analytics, but because my stream is open, someone would come into my chat. The greatest quote, a Carl Jung quote that I love to tell the youth, I love white bills, right? I need them every day. Work hard and work conscientiously, and friends come and find you. Like, I'll tell you this, one of the most mystical experiences I've ever had in my life was meeting Sneeko, because Sneeko doesn't know how it happened. He's been asked on stream. I don't know how it happened. We don't know how we met each other. We can't trace it back. All we know is there's this blurry section where one dude who I never talked to, I partied with him, but there's a bunch of people, so I wasn't with him. I saw him at TwitchCon. One dude named Arab, I saw at TwitchCon. You know, we chatted, we had fun, and then we didn't talk to each other for like months after that. He randomly called me. And I've talked to Arab. I'm like, why'd you even call me? Like, how did you even remember me? Right? He randomly called me. He doesn't know. He can't explain it. It's almost like something possessed all of us into meeting each other. He put me on a call, and then he put Sneeko on the call. And I don't know what the fuck, like how, first of all, Arab didn't know Sneeko that well. He didn't know me that well. I didn't know none of these people. So all the friends I had that I'd stay with on live all day weren't the people I came up with for my boom. It was some random dude who randomly called me to farm me for 5 seconds, thought nothing of it, said, hey, come to Miami. We all casually met up. We didn't even have plans to do anything. And Sneeko was just standing right here. And I was going through a breakup, so I didn't want to do content. Because it was like, you know, when they talk shit about you, then you go live and talk shit about them and all that stupid shit. And so I was kind of like not focused. And then Arab was kind of in his own world. And then Sneeko said, yo, pick up those chicks on camera. And, you know, for me to be funny, I'm like, all right, let's do this. And then, you know, it was like the greatest clip ever and stuff like that. And I woke up and I'm like, holy shit, I'm on Fresh and Fit now. How the hell did I get here? It was the biggest blur. It was, a lot of people think I met Sneeko, we hit it off. It was like bumping into him. It was very weird.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, bro. Just how the universe just like works like that.
Yeah.
Even like right now, we have the CEO of Rumble. Oh, we have the CEO of Rumble watching right now. Chris is in the chat. Let Tyson know he could cash out now. Team just fixed. Yo, Chris, I appreciate that, man. And W Rumble.
Chris,
I didn't even know that Chris knew who I was.
Are you gonna wait for Kick to take me? Where's my deal?
Yeah, yo, Chris, where's Zherka's deal at, bro? Where's my deal at in like a couple years, bro?
Tyson, you see how that works? I never go live and stuff. I've been live a couple times this week on Rumble, but because my portal is open, because even if I'm not doing much right now, my portal's open, and then God sends Chris here.
Yeah.
And now I gotta go. I gotta talk to Chris, bro. It was nice having me. I'm kidding.
Oh, it's already going AWOL. Thank you for the 20. S Jolted says, looks like CEOs in chat said he fixed your cash out. That's how I saw it. Another super chat. W homepage. No way, bro. Am I on the Rumble homepage? Yo, there's no way we're on Rumble homepage right now, bro. I got 500 viewers. We got $3 here. Says W Zherka. Yes, sir. Ask Zherka, why did he step back from streaming even though he had momentum? Will he regret not taking advantage in 10 years? So much potential. Well, thank you for the 5.
I never see it like that because in my head, Joe Rogan's like 45 and still doing it, 50. And I know I'm going to be, there's just so much money with these microphones, right? You know what it's like. So I know I'll be here a long time. And no, I don't regret any momentum shifts and stuff like that. The only thing I regret is the first couple years when I got into it, that was rough. But right now, I mean, it's really hard to disappear for a few months and then get viewers, but I can disappear for like a year and still get 2,000 viewers on my first day back or even more. So, I mean, really, if I want, I could just put a GoPro on my head and go live in public and I can show you guys the views I used to do, Twitch and all, or Kick and all that stuff. I can always turn it on. So I don't regret that. Business comes first. I think my money has to be right first, right? And the business takes time. And then streaming has to be second. Now, if I had a deal, it would be different because the deal would be money too, right? So
yeah, 100%. $2 here from John says, what about how to do paid sponsorships? Just asking you about that. Have you ever done a sponsor?
Yeah, I've had a couple. And honestly, at my level, it's like if it's not big sponsor, it's not really worth it. And I don't like that part of the conversation where they say, can you chill out on this topic? I hate that part. But again, you got to prove to yourself that you can make money banned off everything. Like I'm not joking when I say I'm the highest paid live streamer on earth. If you ban me off everything, I'm the highest. Now with the live streams, there's lots of guys doing great. But if you banned a lot of these streamers, they can't open a website. They can't sell information. No one's going to buy shit.
Yeah, no, that's true. And that's because you have the cult following. So you can go do like basically whatever the fuck you want. And then you're going to have like thousands of people that like you for you.
Yeah. So. When the content, people don't realize when you focus on quality, you win. But quality requires attention, and we don't have the attention span. We just want to go live and wing it. But quality is everything. Guests, focus. Even this stream, I always say this is the best stream I'll ever do. Go into the recesses of your mind. Like I have that coach in my head saying that to me. That's fresh.
Yeah, that's fresh. Everything is fresh, bro. This guy can't catch a break. Do you think he's gonna see these clips?
Everything is fresh except fresh.
Oh my God, bro. I feel bad for the guy now. I didn't mean to like I told him I wouldn't pick sides. I guess I'm like obviously like I fuck with you, but yeah. I don't know. It is what it is, Fresh. I probably will never see you, like Zherka said, on the Fresh and Fit podcast. So it is what it is. I don't want to burn bridges though. That's like my biggest thing is I pride myself on is like the networking I've been able to do. So Fresh, if you are watching, like it ain't me, bro. It ain't my beef.
Yeah. You don't want to chill with Fresh. You don't want to chill with people who stay around hookers.
Yeah, no, that is kind of fucked.
I'm joking, bro. Fresh, take him.
Nah, that is wild that he does that.
This guy, bro. This guy, Joe.
What other questions do you think would be? Oh yeah. I want to ask you this. What do you think about the school system? Like, do you think? Oh shit, it's frozen again. Fuck. Oh my God, bro. There we go. What do you think about the school system? Because I think it like props people up to be like failures. Like I think the biggest reason people get psychologically messed up and like strayed from their path is because like something that they learned in school. So what do you think about like high school, college, like all that?
Yeah, I think everything you learn, and this is the best thing I've ever said. I don't know why it doesn't get clipped more. A lot of my stuff goes viral except this. This is the best thing I've ever taught my people is in elementary school, you learn to be punctual, on time with your agenda planner. You learn PowerPoint presentation, which is a YouTube video, how to do a YouTube video. You learn a Venn diagram of what's good, what's not, what's in the middle. You learn these basics that literally make you a millionaire. And then in high school, you kind of forget the basics to learn about like weird philosophy and all this kind of stuff that you don't need because you're in your money making stage. You're supposed to be making money 20 years old, so you don't have to do it later, right? And everything you learn in elementary school will make you a millionaire if you stick to these basics, right? And everyone forgets the basics. You look at any sport, it's always about the basics. So I'm really pro elementary school, except this communist goy slop we learn. Just the basics are great. I think high school is kind of unnecessary with the curriculums they've chosen for sure. But, if I were you, I'd finish it. You got one more year.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, no, I have to finish it or else I don't have a house. What do you think about college, though? Because, like, so many people are like, Tice, you go to college? I'm like, I don't think so, brother. But, like, what do you think about college? Do you think it's, like, worth it or not? Like, I kind of know your answer here, but...
Yeah, I'm against it. Unless you're going in engineering, law, or medical, it's not worth it. Another big one is psychology because the mental health is going down so rapidly that therapists are in huge business. I hired a therapist on my website. Like therapy is the biggest, fastest growing business that nobody realizes. And that helps you too. Anything about the mind helps you too.
Yeah.
As long as you go in deeper into your studies, not just what the teacher wants from you. But the degree is great, and that's the only thing that stops me from sounding like a caveman all the time is all the psychology I dig through. But if not these four, then I think a trade is good. But again, let's say you become a plumber, you're still low IQ because let's say you're making some 200,000 a year as a good plumber. You could make a 10-minute e-how video on YouTube of how to unclog something. Get 1 million hits on that and be a millionaire plumber overnight or within a month, right? So any job you do should be supercharged by the internet. That's why the internet's so powerful. It's there. The internet's not there for you to be social. It's definitely not there for you to express yourself and all that stupid shit they teach you, especially because people are going to use your weaknesses against you if they're all out there. It's not there as a therapy tool. Don't use it like how I use it. It doesn't work. It's 100% there to amplify anything you're doing. If you're an electrician, make electrician videos. If you're a plumber, make plumbing videos. And you're going to realize that a 5-minute unclogging toilet that's funny, one of those videos, is going to pay you more than 10 years of your trade. 10 years.
Yeah.
Right?
No, that's so true, bro.
I think Myron understood that the best because Myron went from law enforcement to kind of now he does crime and stuff, those kind of streams. So yeah, if you look at the internet as an amplifier, you don't get scared of it. But if you look at it as a time waster, then that's all it'll ever be to you.
Yeah. Dude, that's so fast, bro. My dad and grandpa need to hear that. I think all old people in general don't understand what they're doing with the internet. But Chris, if you're still in here, Tristan Tate told me once I reach 100K on Rumble, he will come on my podcast. Sneeko, it's mainly just because I want to prove Sneeko wrong. Obviously, I'd love to have Tristan on, but I want to prove Sneeko wrong. So, Chris, if you're still in here, boost me to 100K. That'd be beautiful if you do that for me. That'd be wonderful. I don't know if you could even do that, though. Just, boost to 100K. I'm not saying bot the stream, but I don't know.
Yeah, someone's saying how many views did unclogging a toilet video get down? I'm saying e-how. You know e-how.
E-how?
You know e-how videos? Like how to fix this?
Oh, yeah. Like how to.
Yeah, some people do it with software and they make a lot.
Oh, yeah, no, I've seen that. I mean, that shit is kind of lame, but I guess there's an audience for it.
Yeah, I still think the two biggest markets will be mental health and how to get women. That's the stuff that I went into, the artists, because for years they were telling me to do the dating content and explaining what's happening on the date and the analysis part of it. And I wouldn't do it for years because I'm like, that's gay. And, it's only when I sat down with Myron that it made more sense to me, where I was like, oh, Myron chose this business because it's, in 10 years, people are going to be even more lonely, What do they say? 10% of the population gets to repopulate. So it's the biggest market you could get into. And it is a satanic market where if you give the wrong advice, you can still pop off because you're comforting them in a weird way. But I don't believe that. My dad taught me, if you give real quality for long periods of time, you get paid in spades. You only frustrated at the time length. Maybe it's 2 years, maybe it's 5 years until you get that big bag. That's what you're bothered by, and that's why you're quitting. But hard work always pays. The only part of that makes it cliche is that you don't know when.
Yeah.
But it always pays.
Right, like you said, I think you said even your old clips on Twitch like are still paying you now. Like stuff that you did like so long ago that maybe you didn't like make a whole bunch of money on, like they're resurfacing and now they're paying you. So
yeah, and these portals are open forever. Like your streams, now that you told my audience you had those guests, they're gonna watch that. That portal is still open, even when you're asleep. And remember, there's two ways. You can either pop off and make millions, or you can go the business route of get a small group of clientele who are millionaires and take all their money, take all of it, because they have so much to give.
Yeah.
Right. So you can. There's always I think the best strategy is to do both.
Yeah. Ask what he thinks about Carl Jung saying E-sex. Is that E-sex archetype or S-sex? I don't know what that is. Could have been called Lucifer since he identifies as a wise old man. What do you think about that?
As in like as in for the knowledge, right? The forbidden knowledge. But a lot of people confuse Satan and Lucifer as one being, but one is an angel of light that is cast from God, and the other is in underground in darkness. They're two different forces, right? Both very bad, especially when you follow them to their logical conclusion. But a lot of people don't realize that every day you sin. So every day you are following one, whether it's more this side or that side, you're following one. That's you, when let's say I definitely recommend you don't hook up, but people hook up before they get married nowadays. So they're tripping. They're to sin is to miss the mark. They're tripping before they become correct. And God wouldn't make this matrix this impossible if he didn't expect you to sin. So he's paid for the sin, right? Dying on the cross, he's paid for everyone's sin. All you have to do is accept. So that's what I think of that, and that's what I think of the Jung quote. I'm crushing this stream,
bro. You are, bro. This is absolute gold. I'm gonna watch this back too. Like, yeah, I try to watch like all my podcasts back that like the guest was like really like doing great stuff, and I feel like I'm gonna like watch this back and hear something I didn't hear, and it's gonna like change my life. Somebody said
when you say it with a straight face like that, it sounds like you're being sarcastic. This is gonna change my life.
No, I'm being so serious though. So serious.
No wonder Sneeko hates this kid, chat.
Okay, Sneeko doesn't hate me. I don't think. I don't know. I don't think he really knows me that well. Like he did the one podcast with me, then told me that I'll never reach 100K, and then now he's with Aiden and he forgot about me. I don't get it. How do you wait? Somebody said, why is Zherka on this random channel? Because Zherka,
I've been on many random channels. Don't make me look like I'm Hollywood, bro. And this is not a random channel. He's had Jordan Peterson's wife on, right?
Yes, sir, bro.
He even cleaned his room.
I even cleaned my room. And pretty soon I won't just be a random channel, We have 700 people watching on Rumble, so.
Let's go.
Needles. Yo, W Needles, bro. Says, what does Zherka think about celibacy? Should young men practice it? I mean, I'm on semen retention. I think that's the reason I'm able to, like, that I'm, like, feel like I'm in a flow state right now. I'm, like, 2 weeks of not, like, my mom's watching, but you know what I'm trying to say.
I think everyone should talk about their own experience, right? That's the best way you can see if someone's lying, right? And because if you give advice that you didn't go through, you don't have every perspective of it. For me, I didn't lose my V card till 21 years old.
Wow.
And I still think I did it the best way, even though I felt like such a loser and all that. Looking back, when I was 23, I was like, wow, I'm actually awesome. No wonder I'm here. And then these guys who lose it at like 16, they chase skirts for the rest of their lives. They ruin their shit. They ruin their psyches, right? So I definitely believe in celibacy for the youth. I just don't believe in antisocial celibacy. I still think you should be talking to girls and being a normal guy.
Yeah, like I feel like it's not that big of a flex to lose your virginity at like 16. Like I got like people that I know that are doing that.
It's degenerate behavior. It's loser behavior.
No, it is 100% is. And sometimes I almost feel bad, like, oh, like why hasn't this happened to me? But then I realize, like, if that happened to me, bro, that probably like throw me off fully. Like God doesn't want me doing that. And then sometimes I'm like, oh, like maybe they're better than me. Like they're getting all this action, I'm not. But at the same time, bro, like I'm in it for the long run.
Based.
Based. Is that actually based, or like am I just like not able to pull?
I mean, I don't know if the chat's gonna agree with you, but me, since I waited till 21, I had some options around the age 19 and stuff like that. But I was very afraid too. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't a purity thing.
Yeah.
But looking back, I feel like a saint.
Yeah, and I feel pure too. Like I feel like my soul hasn't been corrupted with all that bullcrap. Because like, isn't it like? Do you believe that it's like a soul exchange? Like when you have sex with like a woman or like a girl, you get like her trauma and her energy too. Like, what do you think? Is that actually like real? Like, it kind of sounds like schizo, but
yeah, there's a lot of esoteric books and spirit science and anthroposophy, theosophy, and all this kind of stuff that talks about it in depth, even though they argue each other on some points. The way I see it is the man absorbs her essence and becomes courageous and more manly and all that. But then, it can't spiral into fiending for it. And the woman absorbs the intellect. This is why women aren't not that intelligent, is because intelligent nerds don't actually procreate with them, right? Like dumb jocks usually get the girls, or chads, and they're not that intelligent. So the girls, the woman's side stays very low on intelligence. But I do think being low on intelligence makes you better with kids. When you're high level in play, I mean, like they're good at the play. Because remember, when you're high in intelligence, you get irritable. You get very angry with kids and stuff like that. So, yeah, makes them good with kids.
Mm-hmm. That's facts. What do you say? What would you say is your biggest advice to like getting girls at my age? Because I wouldn't say I'm like bad with girls. Like I'm definitely not bad with them. But like, what do you think is like something that I could do that like help me? I think you said like doing my podcast is like a plus. Like doing what I'm doing is like good.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone could see the future, they know that you're going to have 1 billion girls once you have your big following count, because status is the biggest thing. Look at Fresh. Even he gets laid sometimes, and it's because of the follower count he has, right? That's why he'll buy followers sometimes, status is huge. It gets them. It doesn't mean you sustain them. I think the best thing you could do is be around women who are about this kind of podcast stuff, and not on some partnership where you listen to them. But if you notice that a woman you're around or the girl you're around is ever benefiting your energy levels, you text her and then you feel like streaming more. Yeah, that's the one that you want to start dating in like 3 years or 2 years.
Dude, that's really good advice. Like kind of like an energy station in a sense.
Yeah. I always see that with friends too. Like you can always catch yourself looking at your phone and being like, this friend is absorbing my energy like a vampire, and then this friend is making me want to just get active. That's how you should measure friendship, because usually the nicest friends you have, the most kind ones, are the vampires, and the mean ones it's more fair.
What do you mean by that? The nicest friends are usually the vampires.
Meaning like you chill with them, you smoke weed with them, you waste your whole life with them, but you can never in your mind say they're wasting your life, because they're so sweet and kind to you. Yeah. So when they're sweet and kind to you, you can't insult them in your head. But if I showed you that they're stealing 5 years from your life, you would freak out. It's like when I say to streamers, why do you stay with normies? Normies would never let Tyson walk into their office at work and just chill there all day. So why is Tyson letting them chill in his room all day, wasting his time? Tyson should be around Needles, Nikos, Zherkas.
Yeah, 100%, bro. You're spizzing.
The world is an office, right? Never chill with someone. Ask yourself, which office are you in?
Bro, you're spizzing. Ask what advice he has for someone who thinks they're in an eternal child archetype state, but trying to become an e-sex.
Yeah. For the eternal child archetype that flows through people, this is the largest one today. This is the biggest archetype that this psychological pattern of behavior. This is the biggest one. This is why mental health is so low. This is why people can't get girls. This one I mean, the answer is the one that makes your stomach twist. It's really, you got to get out the house, get away from your friends. You got to be somewhere new, do some new shit to be a new person. You can never be your higher self being yourself. Yourself is damaged. It's weak. It's low intellect. It's stupid. You need to cut. Wherever you are, you need to cut from all that. Like me, I went from like doing stupid shit in nightclubs to, someone put me on a Twitch stream, and then I started staying with those nerds. I didn't like staying with them, but I said, guys, help me.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro, that's like, you're spizzing right now, man. You really are. What is going on? I have 1.3K watching on my stream on Rumble. There's no chance, bro. Do you think that there's bots on Rumble? I heard that there is like a bot problem.
Not with me. Not with me. I'm the only streamer that's never botted anywhere.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not botting either, but like the viewer count just seems like it's going up.
It's like you said, value. I'm known for interviews. This is like my wheelhouse, and we're talking about valuable value. We're adding value with comedy. I mean, this is the highest viewer stuff for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we are spizzing right now, bro. The people got to clip this up because this is like even me, like I would benefit from the stuff that you're saying. I mean, I already am. So, dude, you're cooking. You're fucking cooking. What should I ask now? The F.
What should I ask now? He's fucking flopping on us.
No, dead air. 1.2K alive. I had so many questions wrote down, but like I already kind of like ran through a lot. I'm feeding off chat. Guys, send a super chat. What do you want me to ask Zherka right now? This is your chance to ask the man himself. But you have to send me a super chat to ask a question. Because it's like it's going so fast.
You want a good tip? Anything you're doing in your mind, just say to yourself, every day is going to be like this. How would that feel like? So if Tyson got 2,000 viewers every day, how would that feel like? You calm down, and then you go back to interviewing. But if you keep looking at your viewer count, you're going to always blank. Yeah. Because if you ever make it in your mind like this is a new thing, that's actually bad. That's like scoring a goal, and it's like, wow, I just scored. Don't even celebrate the goal. No, don't make that ritual happen. Just keep going.
That is actually true, and I've heard you say that before. And like, put yourself in the state that like you've already done it.
Yeah, because I'm a fucking genius little kid.
Like fulfill your desire. Like already like see it happen in your mind. Like wake up for your day like you're already a millionaire. Like you've already like accomplished the world. And then when it comes, it won't feel foreign. I think you said one time, if your wins feel foreign to you, then you're fucked. But like this doesn't feel foreign. This just feels like I'm finally starting to get into momentum. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like this shouldn't be happening or anything. I'm not tripping on it, but yeah.
Bro, you're talking about viewer count. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the viewer count.
Fuck.
Ask your questions, dude. This is your job. Like, what are you doing, little kid?
Oh no! Now the pressure's really on. Okay, ask about Jesus. Yeah, how did you become a Christian? That's a good question.
Well, I had a lot of anger, and I would always watch religious debates, and I'm like, dude, I'll never get into this mythology, this stupid stuff. But I loved the Christians winning. It was who's the guy at Speaker's Corner? Who's the black guy from Toronto? You know who I'm talking about.
Is it like David something?
Yes, David Lynn.
David Lynn, yeah.
David Lynn, I would watch, and I'm like, why am I rooting for this guy? Right? I was obsessed with David Lynn content after doing some degenerate stuff in nightclubs. And, that was like my cope, right? Because, even Jung says like the alcoholic puts the spirit in the bottle. Even if you're not spiritual, you'll put it somewhere in veganism and something. And Christianity made the most sense because I'm like, oh, it's really talking about the self as well, that we all have like that cross to bear. We're all headed to the same demise. Makes a lot of sense. And then studying all that Freemasonic stuff and being around it in person. That's the first time I started believing the invisible world, spirits, the darkness, all of that. And then I'd have a lot of visionary states where sleep paralysis, psychedelic experiences without any psilocybin or any of that shit, just regular. Yeah, I had a lot of that. And also I'm like the dreamy type, like the daydreamer type. Like I see stuff even when we're talking sometimes. And like I see stuff, to me, it seems like it's in the future or something, but I see things in colors like that. And so I'm like, all right, I'll give it a crack. and read the Bible, and I'm like, you know what? The biggest issue with the Bible is that it's not updated for the spirit of the times. Like the spirit of the times is very red pill, so people aren't going to turn the other cheek.
Yeah.
But really, the Bible is not really about that, right? That's one verse out of a billion, right? You got to get the whole thing. And so when you update the God's word to what you're going through right now, it makes a lot more sense. But if you keep it like ancient, if you keep it like I'm never allowed to sin, any of that like Christian Gnostic, like be perfect, never do any of this, then it becomes kind of like childish. But if you see it as like as a spiritual coach through your life, it makes a lot more sense, right? And then you'll try and debate it, and you'll realize there is no opposing force, because religion is about steps towards God, and Christianity is your leg is broken,
yeah,
and Christ comes down to save you. So it's not really a religion; it's very different, and yeah, it's transformative experience. You know, it's the highest level confidence alchemy you can go through is the solar gate of Christ, right?
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt like you're kind of losing your mind, like studying, like you said, you studied Freemasons, so much like mystical stuff. Like even sometimes I feel like when I go into this, I kind of get lost into the depths of my own mind. Like, have you ever felt that where you're like, whoa, like what's actually real? Like almost like a mini, not psychosis, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dissociative state, right?
It's like what's real anymore.
Yeah, I think a dissociative state is why most people get into spirituality in the first place. That existential kind of like, I mean, think about it. If you can't answer who are you, where are you headed, you could have a Ferrari and you'll be in the depths of anxiety for the rest of your life. So it's the only questions you should ever try and answer. Like, who am I and where am I headed?
Yeah. I saw Russell Brand tweeted something. Heaven is a place for broken people. What do you make of that?
I mean, it's Russell Brand. I don't
like Russell Brand?
He's a fucking Satanist.
Is he really? I thought he became a Christian. I was seeing like his tweets and stuff. He looks like a Christian now.
He's a fraud. When you look into it, he's a fraud.
Yeah, I always kind of got like, not to burn more bridges, but I always kind of got like a fishy vibe, like a fishy feeling about Russell Brand. I don't know why. My dad loves him, but
I don't even know. I don't even know what Christian means anymore. Like, what does it mean to you? If Russell Brand is a Christian, I mean, doesn't he make stuff up? He like adds on his own stuff to it.
Yeah,
I've heard that critique in the comment sections. I don't know. I got to look into it more. But all I know is he's been around some shady Epstein type characters.
100%. I've never actually watched like a full Russell Brand stream either. Like I was just like get bored with my mind. But I guess maybe it just doesn't speak to my generation. I'll follow you if you ask about anxiety. Yeah, like what is your opinion on anxiety? How do you overcome anxiety? And like what is your understanding like what anxiety is?
Anxiety is anything that deals with the past, which is the slower version called depression. And then the anxiety is the sped up one, where anything to deal with the future. But they're both the same neurosis in different speeds or just motions, the different ways you feel it. And anxiety always comes from a lack of identity. You don't know where you're going. You don't know who you are, like I said. And control is the main thing. This is why a successful person has a healthier mind, because he has more control. He has more identity. You know, I don't have to wake up and go, who am I? I go, oh, I'm Zherka. I say racist thing. I say funny things. I pick up women. I make truckloads of money. And I get in a lot of trouble. I don't like all of that, but it's my identity, you know? And the ego is huge. The center point of consciousness, it's huge. It's what keeps you healthy. If Tyson didn't have this channel and interview all those people, who is Tyson? It's just another white kid in high school.
Yeah.
Right? So these experiences shape your soul, right? These experiences let you sleep better. Now, what is the chat missing or the internet world is, well, where is experience? It's, you got to leave your room, or you got to join you went into the internet portal or somewhere different, right? You have to go on your Pokemon adventure if you want to grow your soul, and it's going to hurt, but it's going to be worth it. And identity is everything, right? Like you want Your main focus every day should be, if you died today, would they even, who cares what they say, good or bad, but would they even say anything?
Yeah.
So if they say, oh, Zherka's a fucking freak show, but he converted like more than any YouTuber I've ever seen. And I'm the guy who proved it. I have all the receipts. I post the receipt within sec. I don't even read the fucking email. They're crying their eyes out. I just blur out their name and home address, and then I just post it. I always post them. And if the world does not remember you, you did not light a candle for anyone else. You did not bring anyone closer to goodness, which is God, right? And you didn't bring them closer into them choosing the Savior, right? So if you didn't do any of that, you feel useless. And there's nothing more traumatizing to even a piece of shit human than being useless, right?
Yeah.
This is why people with like 3 jobs, at least they feel useful, right? They feel great. Like I always say, whether you have a job or are unemployed, you're going to feel fatigue. It's just when you're unemployed, you're going to have mental fatigue, and it's worse. And there's no relief. That's why you should work your ass off. You shouldn't work your ass off because it's the right thing to do. You should work your ass off and sweat by the brow because it comes with relief. But chilling all day, eating pretzels, that never comes with relief.
No.
Matter of fact, the food, you can't even taste the food anymore.
Yeah.
Have you ever, you know what I mean? You can't even, the food doesn't even taste correct if you don't work.
You just feel like a piece of shit that's like not in motion, not doing anything. And I feel like I've kind of always been like almost a control freak. Like even like I smoked weed one time, and even that just like tripped me out. I felt like I wasn't in control of like my thoughts. Like my thoughts just felt like they're attacking me. Like there's been like scary experiences like that.
Weed is for losers. It's an opium, bro. It's meant to make you a loser. Let me grab a cigarette.
Why do you smoke cigarettes? Like what do you enjoy about them?
I think people smoke, drink, do all that stuff as like a baby bottle, right? Like to soothe them. Like mommy's milk, or like like a baby wah wah. I think it's that. And because I don't think saying boredom is the correct answer. I do believe in, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I do believe in nicotine and caffeine.
Yeah.
It's just obviously people abuse that stuff.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
I think nicotine's good too. Oh, Zherka's gone. I think nicotine boosts testosterone, I've heard. Guys, Zherka is gone. Dude, I appreciate all you guys, though. I really do. I'm going to keep firing off questions here because I know that this is changing somebody's life out there. Like, I know we have thousands watching, but even if there's like 10, 100 people that are going to see this and be like, yo, I'm going to get on my shit now. Like, that's kind of all it really is. But I think what he's saying about like anxiety comes from lacking identity. Like, that's so true. Like, you have to wake up and be like, yo, this is who I am. Like, I'm Tyson Hockley. I'm like whoever in the chat.
I'm in the thick of it.
But when you said like cigarettes are kind of like a soother, do you feel like you need like a soother like that? And if so, like where do you think that need comes from?
I think it's all trauma. That I'm a war child, so I'm like, yo, when am I gonna get fed? When am I gonna? So this is like a feeding to me, I guess. Wow. And I used to be smoking a pack a day. Now it's like a couple a day. If I stream, if I don't stream, I never remember to smoke if I don't stream. So that's good. I quit for a year. Came back after a serious injury where I was on some medications, and that made me smoke. And talking to a 17-year-old kid, it's like I want to be a good influence, right?
Yeah. Somebody says, so what about the cocaine then? What does that do?
That was just memes, right?
Yeah.
Really, it was Adderall, and not even a high dose. But if anyone knows my mind, I'm hypersensitive. Like my chat has seen me smoke weed once, and the whole stream was 3 hours of me in tears laughing, and they didn't find it funny at all. They actually were getting angry.
Really?
And same with caffeine. They've seen me on Red Bull and stuff, or Adderall, and they know how sensitive I am to all that kind of stuff. But drugs are horrible because they invite things to come inside of you, like spirits to come inside of you.
Really? Like a portal almost.
Yes, 100%. Right?
So doing drugs opens a portal for like shit that you don't want, like negative energy kind of to like.
Well, it's actually energy you do want. Right? A lot of people do drugs to go somewhere, right? They're trying to go, and it's the energy they do want. They just forgot that you can have that normally. in the correct way, right? The spirit dwells within. You don't need superchargers, and so they get the energy they want, and that energy always says, "Hey, you're making a lot of money on Adderall and stuff like that, but I'm going to take over in about a couple of months and destroy you." Right? That's always the deal. You can never win with this stuff, and there's like long-term health effects.
Yeah, exactly.
Negative health effects, right, chat? W's in the chats. How many viewers are you at?
How many viewers am I? I thought I wasn't supposed to talk about viewer count because it's boring.
I want you to hit 2K.
2K. We have 1.3K on Rumble. Everybody follow me on Rumble. Follow me on YouTube. All that good shit because we're on the come up. I want to have more huge people on my podcast. Elijah Schaefer told me he'd come on my podcast too. I think you're cool with him.
Damn, you're getting everyone. Wow.
Yeah, bro. Well, once you get one person that's like pretty big, other people are like, yo, you had this person on. Now it's like, well, if you've done that, why would not I come on your show? That's what Sunnyfast told me. It's like, you had Sneeko. That's why I'm coming on your podcast. If you had Sneeko, that's like proof right there that you are a good interviewer. Thank you for the $1. If courage and cowardice are different degrees on the same spectrum, does this mean I can transmute my biggest weaknesses into my biggest strengths because the energy already exists on the spectrum?
That's brilliant. Yes. And you got to remember, if you're ever afraid of something, it doesn't go away just because you don't do it. It actually lingers in the back of your skull, and you feel it every moment, every waking minute of your life. It torments you until you have to do that thing, and then you'll fail at that thing because you're doing it with a cluttered mind. So it sounds cliche, but if you don't tackle on your obstacles and your problems, the stuff you're going through immediately, like I say, if you don't punch the dragon in the nose first, the biggest thing, the worst thing you could do is play that game where you go, if I don't move, the dragon won't bite me. But this is life. That dragon's going to devour you if you at least start with the punch on the nose, not because it hurts the dragon, not because you did anything, but you feel, oh, wow, I hit it first. I can be active in the world, in this world of dragons. As soon as you realize you can be active, you start ducking, running, jumping. You move from these dragons. You get stronger. You slay some of them. Some beat you, and then you come back and you realize, oh shit! At least I'm active. At least I'm going places. At least I'm getting closer to the castle, the $1 million, the great life. But if you freeze, oh man.
Jeez, bro. What's your best advice to avoid freezing? Because like I feel like it's so easy to like just like get paralyzed in fear. So what's your advice to like overcome that?
I think visualization is the most important practice you should do every day, every morning, before you check your phone, before you get external triggers from your apps that put you into an autonomous state. Like, have you ever noticed humans are in trance states? They're in a trance watching a movie. They're in a trance talking to their friends. You're very rarely aware. I think the most important thing you should remember is after you wake up from, in the morning, you go back into waking sleep of just going through your routines. And the more aware you are in life, the more you'll be aware of opportunities. And then you'll see blessings and get closer to God because you go, whoa, they're everywhere, right? It's like, how many red cars did you see this week? You can't think of them. But if I told you to look for the red cars, you would find a lot. And you'd say, Zherka, I was in Victoria and I saw 10 red cars. That's how opportunity works, that you have to be looking for it. You have to be aware. And it's always back to identity. You're I am. This is why in the Old Testament, God's name is I am. He wants you to do it with him dwelling inside of you, right?
Mm-hmm. What do you think about like chakras, like your throat chakra, third eye chakra? I used to be really into like spirituality, like meditation, so Illuminati, like watching, like I don't know if you know like spiritual so, and like
they're just a bundle of nerves. Well, they're called the seven churches in Scripture, and I don't really think that you should be playing around with that stuff at this age. But I do think a meditative breathing practice to get started with your day is important. Like, you got to learn to go to zero before you fill your mind, because everything you fill your mind with tonight, you're going to wake up with in the morning.
Yeah. I'm going to fill my mind with the smell of sweaty 6-year-olds in the sauna. What do you think about the sauna?
6-year-olds?
No, 60-year-olds, brother. I'm not like that. Yeah, no, sauna, that's kind of like where I like chill. Like everybody like laughs at me because I go to the sauna. They think it's like the funniest thing
What
in
do
the world.
you? I thought this was a joke. You actually go to a sauna like you're some kind of Japanese hentai guy?
Of course, brother. I love the sauna. I love everybody there too. Beautiful people.
Wait. What year are we in? What do you mean? There's saunas where people just chill?
Yes, at the pool. I go hit my little workout and then I go take my shirt off and go to the
Oh,
sauna.
at the gym.
Yeah. Well, it's like a gym and then like a pool down. Yeah. Like a pool like in the below kind of area. Like there's a big pool and then upstairs there's a gym. At least at the one I go to. It's like
Okay,
some Joe
yeah.
Rogan shit. Some Joe
In the
Rogan shit.
okay, I gotta try this sauna stuff.
Bro, you should. You definitely should. An IRL sauna stream. People have been telling me to do like street interviews in the sauna, like the sauna podcast.
That's great. Yeah, with
That
some
actually would be great though.
with old Asian guy from Richmond.
Yeah. I was about to, yeah, for sure. I was about to like dox you, but I'm like, yeah, no. You do live in Vancouver though. That is kind of insane. Like when I first found out that you live in BC, I'm like, no way, bro. Because like nobody knows where Victoria is. Nobody like really knows like Canada. Like a lot of Americans probably don't even know that like Canada exists. So when I'm like, yo, like Zherka's like from Vancouver, like that's one ferry ride away. I'm like, there's no way. I think that made me like more connected to you too. Like feel more connected. Like, dude, like you're actually that close. It's insane.
Yeah, like most of my followers still don't believe it because they're like, and a Canadians that aggressive? I'm like, bro, some of our Canadians are insane. Like, most of the right wingers on Twitter that are Canadian, it's always the Nazi accounts. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
Yeah, most Canadians are boring, but the ones that are not, they're psychotic.
Somebody says, ask Zherka about the God Pill podcast, like when that's coming back with Sneeko. I really like that too. That was good shit.
That I don't know how that works because isn't that podcast with? Oh, right, it wasn't on Rumble. It was just on his other thing.
Locals, I think.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. I don't know if he has a locals button for Kick, then we'll do it like that. But
yeah, I think Locals is partnered with Rumble.
Bro, I am Sneeko's fresh, so whenever he needs me, I'll go. It's just he got angry last time because I was on a flight. I didn't tell anyone because I kept taking different flights, and then I was on a 10-hour, and he's like, "What the fuck? You ditched again?" And yeah.
Have you had like big fights with Sneeko? Because like I feel like I don't know. I feel like I've heard stuff of like you guys having like getting into arguments and stuff
Sneeko
like that.
and I have had big fights offline about the dumbest shit, but it would always result with him saying, "Okay, get on the stream and do work or do this." It always results with him coaching. He's a bro. I can't think of a better dude. Maybe Myron.
Yeah, maybe Fresh.
Yeah, maybe.
If Fresh ever watches this, he's gonna might hang himself. This is good. Ask him if Aiden Ross is setting up Nick Fuentes.
I don't know what's in Aiden's heart. I don't know. I don't know what. I can't read Aiden's mind, but I've never really thought of Aiden as those. You know how people like say Jew and he's gonna Jew you and blah blah. I think he's just like a regular kid. That I think he likes Nick, right?
Yeah. Do you
he
think
either
Aiden
likes
Ross...
Nick or he's afraid of Nick? Because
yeah. Do you think Aiden Ross is a good person? Like he kind of seems pretty genuine.
Yeah, when he's sober. Yeah, when he's like twitchy on that lean stuff.
Does he still do that?
He said that he was on like some drug or something.
Still? I thought that was like a while ago. He was like addicted to lean and shit.
Yeah, it was a while. I think it was last year.
Yeah. Do you think like all the top streamers are on Adderall? Like you kind of said this earlier, but like I don't want you to like expose anybody, but like I feel like I've heard you say this as well, that like everybody at the top, like one day you just realize that like all of the top streamers were geeked.
Yeah, that's where I learned what it was. Because I was like, from the nightclub, I did 1 year of nothing, no liquor, no nothing, just trying to be a streamer. And then when I went to TwitchCon, I saw their orange pharmacy bottles and stuff like that. But these people look like zombies. These, Trains and XQCs, and Train looks good now, but there was one point he got really skinny. Does anyone remember that? I'm pretty sure that was the Addy because he said he was on prescription Addy on his stream. And a lot of those guys who were like glued to the screen, just gaming all day like this, but they eventually turned into Asmongold,
Yeah. And there's so many leeches on the internet too, like Abba and Preach. Have you seen those guys? All they do is just go after Fresh and Fit and like Sneeko. Like there's so many leeches. Like any loser could be a winner on the internet. And like I think that the internet like kind of amplifies losers as well. But what do you think about the loser psychology? Like people would rather bring somebody down than like build their own stuff.
I mean, look at Fresh. He's on the internet. So any loser can make it. That's Fresh is the ultimate white pill. Anyone can make it.
Bro, poor Fresh, man. Poor Fresh. He's gonna see these clips too. Ask Zherka.
I'm gonna give you a tip. You're not supposed to respond to any time I attack a streamer, so then you can have them on your shit, right? As soon as you laugh, you're pissing him off.
I don't think Fresh would come on though. Like I don't think this kind of his alley. I don't think I'd be able to understand him either. He'd be like, "Two put this." I'd be like, "Fresh, bro, slow it down a little." Yeah. Ask Zherka about the darkness in the industry and his thoughts about it. That's a damn good question, Niels.
The darkness in this industry, I think the darkest part of this industry is you'll always get ditched. No matter, like, I have no idea why YouTubers and stuff say, I got ditched by this YouTuber. It's this industry is about ditching people, right? Twitch, YouTube, you'll always get ditched. So do it on your own or quit.
Yeah. No, that's good for sure. Do it on your own or quit, 100%. I mean, of course, like, do collabs, make friends, but do you think that the friends that you make in the industry are real friends?
Yeah, there's going to be a couple, and you're going to meet, like, 100 people who snake you. Yeah. And you're not going to say anything because you're not going to feel special when you get snaked because you're going to notice they've snaked 100 other people. So you're going to be like, oh, this is just it's entertainment business. I can't think of a more narcissistic business.
Yeah. Yeah, like I saw you and Heel Mike like fell out too. What do you think about that guy? Like he was on the space too with Fresh. He actually defended you. He was saying that you're not a pedophile. Yeah, he was like, you're not a pedophile. He's like, I hate Zherka, but he's not a pedophile. So what do you think about that? Is that W Mike? Is that W friend?
Yeah, I mean, I have no hate for Mike. I just think that I've met a lot of people in this industry. I don't think this is mean to say. I think he has the most to unpack out of anyone before he comes back. And I'm surprised he's not like on Rumble or trying, like I think, wouldn't he do good on Rumble or he'd do okay, I guess?
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. I don't talk to Mike. I don't have any anger towards Mike. He's like that friend who smokes weed that I don't want to be around because he smokes weed.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I saw a stream of him. He was like trying to like pick up girls on YouTube with like 1,000 viewers. It's like the cringiest thing I ever saw. He was sloppy drunk. Not one girl, like they're all like afraid of him. They're all like, "Yo, get the fuck away from me." I felt so bad. Like his whole reputation is like gone from that one stream. I don't know if that's still up there, but I was watching that.
The strange thing about Mike that'll piss you off when you watch his face is he has tremendous potential. He was doing great at one point, I think. I don't know much about his career, but Mike has tremendous potential. But as long as that bottle is around him, I don't think he'll ever make it. Like in the next 50 years, if he drinks for the next 50 years, I could see him being irrelevant for 50 years. You know what I mean? I think it's that bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's in a weird position. He's in that Jimmy Fallon position where Jimmy Fallon was an alcoholic because he would drink to be funny on his broadcast.
Yeah.
And so then he thought he can't be funny without the alcohol. So he's in that position where I made it because of alcohol, so I can't let it go. I'm just going to have a sip. But no one makes it because of alcohol. That's just a demon talking to you in your head.
Yeah. And then sober, he probably like convinces himself that it's not funny. And then he probably like blanks and has like a shitty moment. Probably gets like anxiety on stage. He's like, "Oh, I don't have my alcohol. I can't do it." He probably like attacks himself. That's like the demon.
Yeah. I'm one of those people who I don't even notice people's problems, especially if they're like, we're just kicking it, having fun, laughing. But the more I like step back, I go, wow, Mike has a lot to unpack.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of streamers have a lot to unpack. Like, what do you think's the psychology, I keep asking this, behind like an influencer? Like, do you think it's just like somebody who's attention seeking? Like, do you think maybe the only reason I'm doing this is because like I want attention? Like, maybe that's like a subconscious thing that I have because I am born on the 14th. So
it could be, or maybe you just want big money and a good life, like, fresh and stuff like that. But I think the number one thing everyone should look inside and ask themselves is, what is the point of what I'm doing? You know, if you ask yourself what the point is, you can find the point quickly. Where it's like, if it's a shallow, if it's not that deep, or it should be a little shallow, and then there should be a deeper pool of what you're trying to do. But if it's just shallow, you got to ask yourself, it's like, am I going anywhere? You know, am I really going anywhere with this? And someone like Mike has to really look into he's had a very bad year. Probably I can't imagine someone in this entertainment thing that is having a worse year than, I guess, Asmon Golden, Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, the end of the year's hitting him hard.
Yeah.
How's the end of the year been for you? Like, do you feel like you've actually got hit from the Dragon year, and do you think that's just like bull donk?
Yeah, because I spent like 60 bands on the hotel stuff, and I remember Gary telling me that Dragon year, you're just gonna waste money for no reason. But I also remember Gary was accurate when he said you're gonna make a shit ton this year, and he said this year's gonna hit you hard, but it's gonna hit Mike harder. And that was very accurate.
Yeah, because he fell off a cliff. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, Mike has I'll have a problem with, let's say, if I fall off, I'll just get back on. So it's like 50% of a problem. Mike has a problem that when he's on, he's actually more dangerous. If you give Mike money and views, and he gets more dangerous, more risk taking, more reckless. So Mike is in this position where losing isn't the worst thing in the world for Mike. Winning is, because if you're drinking and winning, like, I really think he'd go to jail. Mike would go to jail if he was on ban right now.
Yeah.
He's just letting the world penetrate him too hard. Like, he doesn't really have a business to go to. He's just letting the world.
Yeah, that just sound funny when you said the world's penetrating him too hard. Okay, what is the point of like JQing? Like, do you think that there's actually like benefit to like going around just JQing everybody? And do you think like America's ever going to be free from the noise?
You know? I always thought, since I was like in high school, I always thought the point of JQing was it brings a level of awareness to the world on billionaires and bankers that billionaires and bankers don't want. They don't want people to be aware of that. I think that's the point of it. I think you're doing a service to your future, to yourself, your future kids, if you bring more awareness to the topic. And yeah, because you got to remember, one JQ, whether you convert them or not, they're going to go home and talk to their family. Their family are going to talk. Their kids are going to talk to other kids about it. It's like wildfire, right? So one JQ really changes the world.
That's true. Like when I JQ Jordan Peterson's wife too, I feel like that was like a ripple effect that kind of like went around for sure. 100%. Shit. This is like one of the best streams I've done. This is 100% the best stream that I've done for sure. What else should I ask?
The final question, Chad. The final question.
This is the final one?
Yeah, what's my uptime?
How long you been live? It says you've been talking to me for an hour and 43 minutes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
I'll come back, don't worry.
Okay.
And now that we've spoken, it's a lot easier because I don't just forget like, oh, I forgot. Now you're someone in my head.
For sure. How do you think I've done? Because like, of course, I told you I was like so nervous at the start. I got into a flow state, but I don't know. I feel like the flow state's almost kind of wearing off, and now my mind's just like blanking. But I hope that everybody's been entertained.
I really think you did a 10 out of 10 because I'm going to use this content and I'm going to repackage it and post it on my YouTube, and then we'll put your link and grow you.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. How do I break a bad habit without building psychic tension? I find it hard to unplug to goy slop.
Yeah, if you find it hard to unplug from political stuff like that, you got to remember humans are addicted to feeling bad. They love to self-harm. They love to watch content that makes them feel like shit. They love to hurt themselves. They love to be away from well-being and then talk about well-being as if it's like the ultimate goal. And so you got to ask yourself, like, I mean, you know how easy it is to fix someone's life? Show me your history and I'll show you who you are. If you're watching political goy slop content all day, and you feel like shit all day, I would recommend you stay self-aware and ask yourself if you're conscious every minute of your life, like I do, and ask yourself, why do I feel bad? When you think of feeling water, right? When you think of, do you agree with something or not? If it's giving you this disagreeable feeling that you don't want to be here, focus on that feeling for a bit. Don't change anything. Let a few days pass, and then you'll eventually just turn off the channel. You'll be like, you know what? This is not me. And remember, if everything's about identity, what you're watching, the entertainment, the portal of entering, that's step one. That's the only thing you have to conquer. And everyone's afraid that turning off the TV, turning off the monitor will mean you're quiet and alone in your room, and everyone panics and copes by keeping the podcast going. But I would recommend turn it off and stay alone in that fucking room. Stay alone. Ask yourself, really ask yourself, put it on paper. Who do you want to be? And the easiest way to do that is, you know, if you like the Zherka route, you can go my way. If you like Tyson's route, you can go that way. But you really got to talk to yourself, because the monitor is not talking to you guys at all. It's just stealing your life.
That's facts, brother. Needle says, if money wasn't a goal, what advice would Zherka have to young men? That's a really good question. Needles is cooking.
Yeah, I think the greatest advice you can give to a young man is everyone on earth, every soul on earth, their main goal is to be, I can't do it. Okay, sorry. chat, just stupid. Everyone's main goal is to be average.
Yeah.
And I think that's, I mean, eventually after, there's a book called Sex Transmutation that talks about at 50 years old, a lot of people stop chasing skirts or their wife, and they start transmuting that energy into their projects. So that's why most inventors and geniuses pop off at 50 years old. So that's the white pill, is that you guys are going to pop off at 50, write that best-selling book, whatever, right? I still think that's too late, but there's a second wave of it. That's a bigger wave, a Joe Rogan wave that's coming for you guys. And you guys got to really focus on, like, okay, if I keep doing the same thing I've been doing my whole life, will I feel the same way I feel every day? And that's when you get horrified of the situation, where you go, huh, wait a minute, Zherka's right. I could blink and 10 years pass and I'm still watching Goislop. I'm still watching wrestling. I'm still watching stupid shit. Dude, for some of you guys, the young guys, it won't hit you till you're 25. You'll be like, oh shit, or 24. It's like the dark night of the soul is coming for you guys. And I would say this, man, turn it all off. It's all external triggers anyway. If you watch one bad thing, stupid thing for your mind, and it puts you in a trance state, snap out of all trance states. The only time you should ever be in a trance state is when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? That flow state.
Mm-hmm. That's facts, bro. Dude, like, this is all great stuff. Please don't fold, Zherka. Don't let Myron settle matters. We need you to end fresh.
No, dude, I'm the kind of guy that, guys, I'm telling you, anytime I beef someone and Myron said let it go, I've always let it go. This one, never, because ask yourself, would Myron let it go? He wouldn't. He went so far, especially because he's lying. He went so far that even 10 years down the road, I'm still going to be attacking Fresh, right? Even if Fresh is in a church and a pastor, I'm still going to be destroying his life, right? I will never let it go, because when the damage is done, there's not, like, what? We just delete our tweets and then what? You attack me, you damaged me. You still damaged me, bro, because it wasn't like a liberal attacking me. It was someone in my trenches. Yeah. So, yeah. Jesus is king. God bless you, Tyson. I'll be back. But W chat, keep streaming, keep doing your thing. And is there anything else?
No, not that I could think of, man. Just thank you so much for doing this. This has been great. God bless you too. This has been I'm gonna go to the gym now on such a high. Just like the fact that I did this and talked to you. And I'd love to do round two.
Talk to your chat for 30 minutes. You're supposed to get to know me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna stay alive for like another half hour. But bro, I really appreciate this. I really do. So.
All right. Later, nigga.
Yo, take care, bro. I would say it too, but No, I wouldn't say it too because that's racist. I don't do racist stuff. Yo, I appreciate you guys. I sent a super chat on YouTube. Did I miss the super chat? Yo, I appreciate the $1. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay, now I'm going to get to know you guys. W Zherka, bro. What do you guys think about that podcast? What do you guys think about that? Was that a W right there? That was like a 2-hour Zherka cook sesh. What do you guys think about that? I feel like my lighting's bad. Am I like looking dark? My back is so sore from sitting here. No, I'm looking good. I'm looking good. How are you guys doing? Talk to me, chat. How are you guys all? Oh my gosh, bro. And the thing is, I just did a podcast before this too. Andrew Tate gave away a Lamborghini, and I actually interviewed the winner of the Lamborghini. So I've been sitting here for like 3 hours doing these podcasts. It's worth it though. Yo, charging. Surely you just posted my clip, right? Nope. Yo, I really hope that you guys clip this up too. W Zherka, W interviewer. Yeah, guys, if you don't know who I am, I'm Tyson Hockley. You're going to be seeing a lot more of me. I'm going to be doing big podcasts. I already interviewed Sneeko. I interviewed Jordan Peterson's wife. Just interviewed Zherka. Interviewed Sunny Faz, Needles, all these people. So subscribe. That's all I got to say is subscribe. How long have you been streaming? Since like 2020. I've been doing YouTube since 2020. I've been streaming since like 2022. Keep up the good work, buddy. Who are you guys talking about, Steve? Who's the Steve guy? So you guys just yapping about Steve. Tough thing is I have 2 chats here. Yeah, bring him on again. Yeah, he said he'd be down for part 2, so. W. Tyson, yeah, I appreciate you. You remind me of Mark Zuckerberg. People said that. Who's oh yeah, people said I look like Tom Holland too. Are you guys talking about Steve will do it? Steve Crasho. Who the fuck is Steve? Who the fuck is Steve? W. Zherka, Christ is King. Yes, sir. Amen. My back's getting sore from sitting this whole time, bro. I'm gotta hit a little stand stream, bro. Oh. Gotta hit a little stand stream. L stream? Joseph, why do you think it's an L stream? Not that you're... I don't know. Everybody's saying W. I think it's a W. Hey, all that matters is that somebody got value from that. All that matters is that somebody benefited from the Zherka Spizzin, and I think you guys were benefiting from the Zherka Spizzin for sure. So, guys, yeah, I really hope that there's big clips out there of this. I think that Zherka definitely clip farm for sure for me. I already see one on Twitter. Guys, tag me in these clips. I'll retweet them, of course, and follow you back. Of course, it's the least I could do, but Sneeko's fresh. That's a good clip. Guys, W stream, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Like, genuinely, I do. I know right now I might seem like fake. I kind of like feel weird right now because I'm like tired. I just did that podcast and now I kind of feel like a little out of it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like the fact that I just talked to somebody that I've been watching for like a year, I've been like listening to for a year, and I just like interviewed him. Surreal. How'd you get Zherka on? I just sent him a DM, bro. I think. Or no. I interviewed Jordan Peterson's wife, and then I tagged Zherka. I'm like, what do you think about this clip? And then he said that I'm great. He's like, you were great, Tyson. I'm like, yo, Zherka, want to do a podcast? He's like, yeah, I'll do it. And then boom. And then there was like 4 times where he's like, yeah, I'll do your podcast tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, and he doesn't. But he's a busy man. It's understandable. And, you know, he did it. And that's all that matters. So, W Zherka, bro. He still doesn't follow me back on Twitter, though. Why'd you give him a softball interview? Was that a softball interview? I don't know. I like the guy. I don't think he's racist. Do you actually think Zherka's racist, bro? Okay, guys, if you think Zherka is... Oh, shit. If you think Zherka is racist because he says the N-word, you're just an idiot, bro. Like, do you actually sense racism from Zherka when he's saying, like, racist jokes? Do you actually feel racism there? Like, there's no racism there. There's zero racism in Zherka's tone ever. I need a shorts editor, W guess. Yo, let's go, baby. We're getting DMs. Guys, yes, please follow me on Twitter, too. This is how I do all of my everything is Twitter. And, guys, I'm offering management, too. If you want to grow and if you want to get big guests on your podcast, everybody's asking me how I got Zherka on, how I got Sneeko on. Send me a DM on Twitter. I'm going to be helping people. I'm going to be managing. If you're actually serious, because I only want serious people, if you are serious about growing, I have it for very cheap right now. I'm going to be managing people's Twitters. If you have a podcast, I could probably help you get some big people on your podcast. So shoot me a DM if you're serious. So I can say the N-word. I don't care, bro. Say the N-word. I'm not promoting everybody go say the N-word. I don't think like saying the N-word is like super funny or whatever, but I don't care if you say the N-word. I'm not sure the N-word is allowed. No, you guys are going to get me canceled for all this. I'm not saying that I support people just going around saying the N-word. I mean, I don't say it, but I don't get offended if other people say it. One of my really good friends is black, and he was like my cameraman for street interviews. There is zero racism. There is zero racism. Like, racism is just stupid. But at the same time, Zherka saying a racist joke isn't actually racist. Without issues on YouTube, yeah. Oh, you do it on Rumble, though. Speaking of which, what's my follower count looking like on Rumble? Okay, so that is 1.47, but I think it's more. I think it's like delayed. Guys, yeah, Tristan Tate told me once I reach 100,000 on Rumble, he will come on my podcast. So please do follow on Rumble, but also on YouTube as well. Okay. What's some good content I can do? Should I go right now on Monkey? Should I go should I go on Monkey right now? Somebody's watching on Kick. Am I actually live on Kick? There's no chance I'm live on Kick. Wait, is Zherka still live too? Oh no, Zherka ended. Dude, that's a W, bro. That was just a W stream. I might just end and go to the gym. You know you're using your webcam mic, right? What do you mean? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Oh, no, I am. Guys, have I sounded like shit this whole time? How's my audio been? Yo, thank you for saying that. Why is that? Why am I using my webcam, though? Talisman W, yeah, Tristan Tate is a G. Both of the Tates are Gs. I like them both. Has my audio been terrible this whole time? I really hope not. I really hope not. Let's see. Guys, see, this is I'm boring without a guest on stream, bro. It'll come though. It'll come with time. Me and Tyson go on Monkey. Yo, Dev Shaw, go live right now, and I will raid you with 800 viewers. Go live right now, because I'm ending soon. Sunny Faz did this to me with 3,000 viewers. He told me to go live, and he would raid me. This is me giving back the favor. Dev, go live. Spark up on Rumble. You have 10 minutes, and then I'm out. Your sound is okay? Okay, thank God. Yeah, I still remember when Sunny Faz raided me. The raid feature didn't even work, but I still got a decent amount of viewers. First time watcher, I wouldn't have known about your mic till now. That's good. That's good to hear. Your audio sucks. Are you serious? Most people are saying that it's fine. But yeah, if you're a first time watcher, please do subscribe, because I have Elijah Schaefer coming on my podcast and very cool people. So I just want to keep having conversations and doing big things. W stream, nobody cared about your mic till now. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, people are trolling. Everybody's saying my audio is good. So Tails, I think you're tripping. Everybody's saying it's good. You tripping. You still did okay? Dude, my mic is fine, bro. Tyson, you need to react to clips. Make a Discord. Okay, yeah, I'll put my Discord in the comments. You guys want? Okay, I'll put my Discord. Everybody, come join my Discord. I kind of want to go on Monkey, but I don't know. Yo, Dev, go live. It's 10 p.m. Bro, who cares? There's 800 people that are gonna come over. Discord. Invite people. Copy link. Okay, Rumble chat. There's my Discord, and then YouTube chat. Zherka and Elijah Schaefer. That's sick. Dude, all praise to God, too. The fact that I'm able to do this as well. My stuff's frozen. Yeah, all praise to God that I'm able to network and get into these circles. And like I said, I will teach you how to network. I'll teach you how to get into these circles. Send me a DM on Twitter. If you're serious about growing, I got you. Guys, why do I feel like I'm just dry right now? As soon as Zherka left, the entertainment just took a nosedive. That's why I got to get off here. Zherka even says he doesn't stream when he's not feeling good, or when he's not in a streamer mode. I think that's good advice too. If you're not feeling it, you shouldn't stream. Only put yourself out there on your good best days. Not to say today's not the best day, but I don't know. I think I'm just worn down. But yo, I really do love you guys. Like genuinely, I appreciate you guys. I know not all of you guys in here like me or know who I am, but to the real ones in here, bro, I love you for real. And you guys are witnessing the come up too. You guys will see me in a couple of years. You guys will be able to monitor my progress and see how I keep going up and up and up. And dude, it's gonna be a really fun journey. So to the people that are gonna stick around with me, I love you. I appreciate you. To the people that are just seeing me this one time and then they're gonna forget that I exist, I love you too. I wish you the best. But dude, it's gonna be a cool journey. You did good, kid. I appreciate you. You guys are still talking about Steve. Oh, Steve Robitali. But yeah, guys, the real ones out there are gonna witness the come up, the witness journey, and it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna remember names. Like I still remember all the people. Like I remember Steve, of course. I just didn't know what Steve you guys are talking about. Steve's an OG. Gary's an OG. I remember all of my fans. Like even some girl named Talia Selena added me on Snapchat when I was like 13 years old. And that's when I had like 100 subscribers. I remember she made like an edit of one of my videos too. Like I still remember these people. That's from like 4 years ago, and I still remember her name because she's a supporter. I remember everybody. I followed. To be honest, I appreciate that. You did good, little buddy. Thank you, brother. Guys, if we could hit 15.5K on YouTube, that'd be beautiful. Hit that subscribe button. Because surely this Steve dropped the hard R. I don't care. I don't care, bro. Free country. It's a free country. But yeah, guys, I'm sure that there's people in here who either aren't following me or aren't subscribed. So please do all those things. Yo, Dev, are you live? Can I raid you yet? Yo, is there anybody I should raid right now with this big viewership on Rumble? Basically 800 viewers on Rumble. Who should I raid right now on Rumble? That looks so cool, though. I'm going to take a picture of that. The Tyson John Zherka interview. Oh, my God. 11,000 views on Rumble. Guys, who should I raid? I want to raid a Rumble streamer, guys. I'm going to represent for Rumble, put Rumble on. Yo, Nick Fuentes is live right now. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We are on YouTube, but we are raiding on Rumble. What do you guys think? W in the chat if we raid Nick. Wait. Yo, what just happened? Oh, Zherka raided Nick. Okay, Zherka just raided Nick. Guys, W in the chat if I should also raid Nick. Bye. Yo, take care, Steve. God bless you. You guys are trying to get me to say the hard R? No. I'm going to get clipped. Everybody's saying W. Zherka make all his collabs viral? Yeah, he does. Raid someone who will respond. Nick will respond. Well, I don't know. He's responded in the past to me. Farewell, Steven. Yeah, God bless all you guys, bro. Okay, I'm just going to raid somebody to wrap it up. Guys, who should I raid, bro? It's funny. All I ever wanted was to have like a chat with at least like a couple hundred people. But now that I have it, it's like, I just want to go to the gym. Cut YouTube before raid. I could raid, then cut YouTube. That's chill. Because all I have to do is put something in the chat. Raid Nick. W Nick. Nick. Okay, we're going to raid Nick, bro. I see he's doing big things. God bless. No, come on, bro. Yeah, I see Nick's doing big things with Aiden Ross, too. He's on Kick. He's going to get more mainstream, so, yeah. You know what? W Nick, bro. We'll raid. For some reason, I have to do it twice. All right, guys. W. Tyson, great stream. I appreciate you guys. God bless you all. Let's see. Tyson. Let's see if he responds. I'm gonna end the stream on YouTube because I know they don't really like this guy. So, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, do all that good stuff. I love you. God bless you. Take care.